Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
Sorry, this is private...
These people are reckless imbeciles if they start mining again in such a dangerous place.
These Renagse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those reckless fools. They've resumed operations in the mine.
Monisinaga. They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sieur de Courcillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business. Greetings, Katasak.
Bertirtumat, what can I do for you?
How is my cousin doing?
He's filled with dread as death approaches. Forgive him his mood swings. He's such a young boy, and he had so much desire to live. Thanks to my treatment, he suffers less. But his disease is getting worse, and I don't know what to do. It would take a power far superior to mine to break the grasp of this evil.
I must go.
Qua awalam seg.
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you.
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora in an effort to find a remedy.
Your Excellency, it is a great honor.
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly, were you not?
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally interrupted.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning will certainly prove useful. I implore you, my dear cousin. Do continue. We are eager to hear your news.
I'm going to leave now.
Look out for yourself.
Sir de Corsilion.
Decidez, my young student, what can I do for you?
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigigador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a Master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry, we'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilion.
It seems as though you can't decipher the glyphs of your own people's document.
I get lost in all the legal jargon. But they have Lady Mirange's seal on them. We should find her, to understand exactly what they say.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Maillard. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry. This type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigigador. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened, and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses there.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the...
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here, Your Excellency?
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigigador. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed to employ slaves there.
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small bonuses needed. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you would allow me, I have to get back to my activities.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous, and you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure it's nothing that a small bonus can't fix. Goodbye, sir. Best wishes to your cousin. Come closer, good people.
Sir de Corsilion.
De Sardet, my young student, what can I do for you?
I verified the contract with Lady Mirange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, as we expected, without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then went to meet Master Maillard.
So, what did he have to say in his defense?
He turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe me.
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget basic decency. But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge of the congregation on this island. Here, this is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all his land for breaching his contract. For his crimes against the natives, he's banished from this island. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to the mine immediately. The prisoners must be freed as soon as possible, and the mine closed once more.
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again.
Sorry, this is private property. I cannot allow you to enter.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's ministers. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's orders.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Are you looking for trouble? You'd better be on your way.
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to find you here. Here is a document from Sir de Corsillon on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, you are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tearfredi.
Impossible. By what right? Guards, this man threatens me.
Let's see what you're capable of. Let's see what you're capable of.
These people were monsters. I wouldn't cry over them. Come now, let's go free my brothers, and we can tell Dunkas everything.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
We must believe that not all Legate Blow are alike.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and he will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you are my Karants, my friend. You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'm honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it. Since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it, he will be sentenced to heal it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Corsillon that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Dunkus. It's a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Desade, I'm happy to see you. I can't wait to find this famous cave of knowledge and what it contains. I could probably go alone, but just think about what you could learn, and not only about yourself. Don't you want to understand where your face markings come from?
You're right, Afra. I will accompany you.
Thank you, Desade. Let's return to Dunkus's village. Our new friends will surely be able to tell us more about this cave.
We are happy to see you again. You will always be welcomed as friends here.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you too. But we came to ask you something.
Of course. What do you want?
When we participated in the Dunkus meditation, he spoke of a cave of knowledge you had to go to.
And you want to see it? You still wish to learn how we become bound? It is a very sacred place. Only those who will become Donegada may enter there.
That's right, Year One. But they saved my life.
If someone finds out that we have helped the Renaigse to enter a sacred place, they will refuse to bind me.
Dunkus will never do such a thing. What needs to be done will happen, no matter what.
You're probably right.
Look for the entrance in the Vedhat Ganadu. Entering there will not be easy, but you will have to discover the rest by yourself. Like true apprentices.
Thank you, Morian. And fear not. No one will ever learn what you have entrusted us with.
savage spoke the truth. We'll be rich soon. I don't like the thought of staying here too long, though. In case our corpse's cousins turn up. But we need to find a way to force this bloody root door. Hey! What are you doing here?
We could ask you the same question.
Except we found this place first. The treasure is ours. So I suggest you disappear. Fast!
Listen, we didn't mean to bother you. We were only exploring the area. But perhaps you could tell us exactly what you're doing here.
You look like nobility. And we don't want any trouble. We also are, explorers. We discover secret places. That type of thing.
Really? And you found one near here?
Yeah. We managed to convince a savage to talk to us. And he told us there's a holy cave not far from here. The kind of place where the natives hide their treasures. But be careful, eh? It's ours.
And how do you plan on entering this cave?
Well, with enough explosives, we'll eventually get through those roots blocking the entrance. It's only a matter of time.
I see. Very subtle. And the islander didn't tell you anything about this?
He didn't really have the time. And he didn't have a key on him. Just some bloody seeds. Anyway, now that you know what we're doing here, you better leave.
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but you are taking a big risk by staying around here. When the Islanders' clan notice his disappearance, they will come for him. You can imagine what will happen then.
You take us for a bunch of fools. You're only looking to steal our treasure.
At last, we made it here.
How do we get in?
Look around. There has to be a way.
This stone. There's a slot at the top. Probably to put something in.
The natives' beliefs are based on exchanges. If we want this door to open, I imagine that we will have to make an offering.
Now we have to find out what we should offer.
Here is my offering to the Cave of Knowledge. There. Place the seed on the stone.
The character has changed. He now resembles an Onol Manawi.
You're right. They even depict his bond to the forest.
It seems like this painting depicts some kind of ritual.
Yes. The character at the center is pouring blood on a stone. And one of these giant creatures that the natives call Nardaigs is present.
The location looks like the stone circle where we met the two young natives.
Someone's coming. Let's hide. If anyone finds us here, we're sure to lose the trust of the islanders.
Esco halen, esco valg med agengo selerge mantadabem, avenundanum.
Mach, es boglin daiga ni dau. A yigi dames etier como lei.
Cair to, Morian, ages radai de radi dauem tairger began.
Cau den nes greta como lei. Nas oltargotu, vregtetet mad advad. Abud antadab me en ekekam. No adaholeg.
It's not possible just now.
The paintings in the cave were magnificent and have taught us so much. It is obvious that they depict the bonding ritual and its consequences. It is by pouring their blood on the raised stones that the natives become metamorphs.
I'm not really sure if I follow you.
And yet it's clear to see. The islanders think that their ritual has magic consequences, but there must be some sort of contamination in their blood as they pour it. The only way to verify this theory is to attend a full ritual. We must attend Yewan's.
How will we know when it takes place?
Dunkus said it would take place after the young people visited the cave, and they will most likely need some preparation. We should go to the Holy Circle of Kurganau tomorrow. What do you say? Will you come with me?
Very well. I hope that Dunkus will not be too angry after seeing us there.
Let's take some time to rest, and then we'll go back to the place where we met them.
Do it! No Renaigse may enter here. This is the council room. It is a sacred place.
I see. Thank you for telling me. Goodbye.
You again. Your curiosity is truly unquenchable.
Forgive our intrusion, Dunkus. But I really want to attend Yewan's ritual. I have learned a lot thanks to you, but I still have so much left to understand.
If you were one of ours, Afra, I would be flattered to have such an inquisitive and resolute apprentice. You can attend the ritual, but promise me that you will be discreet. No Renaigse ever had this honor before.
We will do everything in our power to prove ourselves worthy of your trust, Dunkus. How are you? You must be feeling impatient.
Impatient, yes, and a little bit afraid as well.
It's only natural to be afraid, Yerwan. It's a new life starting for you. But I will be by your side, now and forever.
You look preoccupied.
Our people have suffered many lions' attacks, often during rituals. In some villages, all the young Sinalmanawi were abducted. You seem different from the other Zafra, but I can't help worrying.
I have nothing to do with these attacks, Dunkus, I swear.
I believe you. Otherwise, you would not be here with us. But I hope that your brothers will not be there in the shadows, ready to pounce on our children.
Times really must have changed for some Renaigse to attend our rituals.
These are very different from the others. Their leader is an Onol Menawi after all.
I know I look like them, but I'm not one of them.
You may not be bonded, but your parents must have been.
You should be proud and happy about it. It is probably thanks to your bond that Donkas has accepted your presence.
Arwich Nestiri, Adesta Marar Mam.
Meneda. You are an Onol Menawi now, Yawan. And soon you will heal the earth by our sides. Like a real Donegad.
Thank you, Donkas. I feel so proud.
I am so happy that we can be Voglendaiga together at last.
What about you, Afra? Did you find the answers you were looking for?
It's strange. I didn't exactly understand what happened, but I am moved.
Some events must be understood with the heart, not the head.
It seems like you are right, Dunkus.
We are under attack.
Grab the young metamorph!
The lions want to take our children.
Come on!
They won't touch you! Decided we have to protect them.
Come on!
You can count on me.
Your curiosity, Afra, has saved lives. If it weren't for you, people from my village would have been abducted or killed. I am infinitely grateful, especially considering that fighting against your brothers could not have been easy.
Indeed. These people were brutes. They had it coming. However, you don't know how right you are, Dunkus. I recognize some of these men.
Really? Did they belong to the governor's court?
No. They worked for my former master, Dr. Asili. I was his student for a long time before I realized that this man's methods were questionable. He was so obsessed with his goals that he became cruel. But I can't believe he'd go as far as abducting people for his experiments.
You think that the Onol Menawi are used for experiments?
Now that I have seen these soldiers, I am certain of it. And I'm afraid they may suffer atrocious treatment under the guise of scientific progress. I am so ashamed.
Come now, shame serves no purpose. And you are proof that the lions are not all the same.
Thank you, Dunkus. And thank you, Desade. You opened my eyes.
Do it. What are you doing? Who let you pass?
Your men. We are here to parley with your chief.
Parley? With Renaigse? You truly believe that...
Leave this to me. I want to know what they have to say. I know you, Renaigse. It is you who freed the Loyan prisoners. And to do that, you spilled the blood of my own brothers and sisters.
We seek a cure for my people. That is why I liberated the sages, and it is the reason I am here. I am fully committed to finding this cure, even if violence must be employed.
Well, don't hold back for my sake.
Watch out!
Enough! You are defeated. But I'm not here to take your lives. Where is the Mistress of Wisdom? I will keep the secret for myself. Neither the Bridge Alliance nor anyone else will learn it from me.
I hope you speak with truth. You will find that Yernahach Kadachtas in the village of Vigshardir, to the northeast of this camp. Now leave us. And do not betray your word.
Good day. I'm looking...
What are you doing here? You are in a hidden village, a sacred village. The Renaiks have no place here.
I seek an audience with the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tierna ha Kadaktus. Do you know where I can find her?
The Tierna is in her home. She goes, she comes as her heart desires. Only her Voglendaig must know. And if I knew where she was, it's not me who is going to tell her Renaiks. Go away, leave me alone now. I have much to do. The great hunt is coming.
You spoke about a great hunt. What is it?
A sacred ceremony, of course. How in your countries do you honor your lands and assure their abundance?
Well, it's a bit...
You Renaiks are very strange. It is no wonder that you come to our lands. If you do not honor the land with the great hunt, you must lack game to hunt. Each year, one of our own, our best hunter, dresses up as the Andrig. He becomes the White Andrig during an entire night and the others hunt him. If he escapes them, the game will be abundant and the gathering fruitful during the entire year. It is a very important celebration.
Please now, I wish her no harm. I just need to speak with her.
You speak well and say pretty things, but it is by your doings that you will be judged.
Then, in that case, tell me what I can do.
There is much to be done in this season. And Pedir, the great gatherer, has not returned from the woods.
Very well. Would you like me to go and get him?
That would be good.
Hello. Are you Pedir? People in the village are worried about you.
Esqueto, Arenaik say that I know no more if I am what you say. In truth, I fear being dust, waiting to settle on the earth.
What has happened to you? Why such despair?
My eyes have clouded. I see no more, nothing at all. I was once the great gatherer.
But by the devil, why have they sent a blind man to gather herbs?
No one knows. I said nothing to them. I know my village so well that I do not need to see to wander through it. But I can no longer gather the herbs of the sacred dye. I know they are here in these woods, but I cannot find them.
Very well. Can you tell me which plants you need? If you are certain that they are somewhere in this patch of woods, it won't be difficult.
But how am I to guide you? The names we give to these plants are not the same as the names you give them.
Describe them to me. I think I'll find them.
One is a blue flower, the other a green mushroom, and the last ingredient is a blackberry.
Very well. Don't go anywhere. I'll take care of it. I'm back, Padir.
Yes?
I found the herbs that you were looking for. Here.
Thank you. You're good for a Renaigse. I did not know your kind bore souls such as you. I may return to the village now.
I will tell them that you're on your way there.
Thank you again. But I ask you, do not tell them what you have learned about me. I do not wish that they treat me like a broken cripple.
Goodbye, Padir.
You are here again.
I found Padir. He should be along shortly.
Whatever made him take so long? He is not a man to be bothered by the beasts.
That poor Padir fell asleep under a tree. Age, I suppose. It seems like it would be the right time for him to take on an apprentice. Someone to help him on his walks.
You are completely right. It would be a shame that such great wisdom be lost.
I thank you, Renaigse. Your acts are as beautiful as your words. You are welcome here, and I hope you find the Tierna Hach Kadachtas.
Bortir to Mad Renaigse.
Good day. I seek the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tierna Ha Kadachtas.
I have no idea what you want with her, but no one in the village will tell Renaigse where to find her.
I do not seek to harm her, only to speak with her.
I don't know where she is. Her Voglendyke might know, but I think he will tell you nothing. You are in one of the most sacred villages of our lands. The Renaigse are not welcome here, and we are busy making ready for the great hunt.
Maybe I could help you with something.
Help us? Why not, after all? It would speak well of your intentions. During the great hunt, we place bells on the path to keep the animals away. During the last hunt, there was a great storm, and the bells were badly damaged.
Would you like me to repair them?
That would be good. If not, we need to make new ones, and I am afraid we will not have the time.
Let's take a look at these chimes. Its base is damaged. The wooden tubes can no longer hit each other. We will need to craft a new base.
The shadow-faced warrior might be able to help. I saw him repair his armor the other night.
These chimes are once again in working order. seeing where it's been hung, it isn't surprising that these chimes are making no sound. They're far too low and can't catch the wind. Now with the chimes in the proper place, they should sound like they're supposed to sound. The base of this bell is damaged. That's why it no longer makes a sound. I need to build a new one. These chimes are once again in working order. These chimes here are simply tangled. I need to untangle them without breaking them. There! Everything is in order. It will chime whenever wind blows upon the branches.
Well now, Renaikse. Were you able to repair our bells for the hunt?
Yes, they are all working now.
You are very surprising. But I should have known that as an Almanawi, you would be different than the others. I now believe your words to be true when you say you desire no harm to Artirna. You need to find her Voglendai. I will tell him that your intentions are heartfelt.
Good day. My name is Desardet. Would you be the Voglendijk of the Mistress of Wisdom?
Bir tirtumad, Renaxe. Yes, I am among us. I have heard much talk about you from the people in the village. They like you. It is rare. We see few Renaxe here. And those who do come are quickly chased away.
Do you know where I might find the Mistress of Wisdom?
The Tierna Hach Kadaktas. I regret she is not here.
Do you know where she might be found?
You have earned the trust of the people here by helping Padir and preparing the trail of the hunt. I suppose that I could tell you where to find her, but...
What's the matter? You seem troubled.
I am. I lost my sacred seal, and I fear the just anger of my wise mistress.
Perhaps I could help you, if you tell me a little more.
It is a sacred stone that my mistress asked me to study and meditate with. I had it with me when I was going to the river, but I was suddenly attacked. Of course, the animals left me alone in the end, but I dropped the seal in my flight. I would gladly go and look for it, but I am alone in the village, waiting for the Tierna Hakadaktas. And what with the preparations and the great hunt, I cannot leave at this time.
I see. I'm going to look near the river and see if I can find it.
Thank you, Renaxe. The Tierna Hakadaktas went into the sacred bosque. She goes often there to meditate.
And where could I find this bosque?
To the west of the village, into the heart of the woods. There is a passage between the rocks that gives access. Be wary. This is an untamed place where the animals are wild and numerous.
Could you help us remember where you lost the seal you were looking to recover?
On the edge of the village, near the river. That is where I dropped it when the wild...
Thank you. I'm going to see if I can find it. I must leave. Ongos.
What do you want, Renaigse?
I found your seal. It was indeed near the river.
My heart thanks you. You are a Renaigse like no other. The Tierna Hakadaktas would have been angry if I had lost it.
I must leave.
You are not welcome here in Naxi.
I regret troubling your rest. My name is Disarday. I am a legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Mev, daughter of Morrigan, daughter of Cardwin. What is a legate? And what could he want from me?
I am an emissary. A representative of my nation. I've come to speak to you about a cure.
Of what cure do you speak? You do not show signs of sickness.
I'm not. But on our continent, many people are dying from a terrible plague. We have named the sickness the Malachor. And none of our doctors have been able to heal anyone taken ill. We have heard talk from some of your people of a cure that is so powerful that it can heal almost anything. You would be...
You must share with us the formula. Too many lives are at stake.
You come here to my home, and you command me to help you. Arrogance. Renoixe.
Please forgive us, I beg your pardon. We have seen so many people die of this affliction.
Tierna hach kadachtas. I ask you to forgive these foreigners. They do not know our customs. But their intentions are peaceful. They seek a remedy to heal their people with conviction.
And what is a Donegad of our people doing with these invaders? What do you seek in their company?
Understanding, Tierna. And to learn for the good of our people.
You truly think there is anything the Renaigse could teach of any value? They come here to rape our lands, as did those who came before them long ago.
This miraculous cure that we've heard talk of, could you share the formula with us?
You are either completely crazed or foul liars. None of this makes sense.
But
Enough! I have lost enough time with your lies and your foolish thoughts. I do not know what you truly want from me, but I will not be used like some puppet.
These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them. There is residue. It looks as if something had been placed here. She passed through here, there's no doubt about it. But how was she able to get past these roots? This stone stele has something to do with the entry of the grotto. But how? If you have an idea...
These roots protect a sacred passage that the Donegada wants not just anyone to take. You are correct to believe the Stele is bound to the entrance. You need to make an offering. In general, you place a seed of a particular plant chosen by the Donega that sealed the grotto.
How to know which seed to place? And where would we find one?
The easiest way is to ask someone who has already passed through the passage. There is a good chance that the Voglendike has already taken it with his mistress and could help us.
Thank you, Siora. Your wisdom has been a great help to us.
Were you able to meet the Tierna Hak Kadaktas?
Yes. But to my grave disappointment, she fled before I could expose my arguments.
Yes, many strangers have tried to capture her many times. She must have decided you were one of them.
I'm once again in need of your assistance. I must take the passage blocked by a door of roots.
You had the honor of speaking with my mistress. If she chose to follow the sacred passage, then it is that she had nothing more to say to you. Why would I share with you the understanding of the ritual that protects her?
Listen, I was able to meet the Tierna Hach thanks to you, but I haven't the slightest clue why she fled in the middle of our conversation. I sincerely believe that there was a misunderstanding. You know that I mean her no harm. If I were simply given a chance to explain, I'm certain that she would understand.
You must feed the offering ward to enter into the passage and meet her once again.
I need to place a seed on the stone stele, don't I?
Yes, you must make this offering. I cannot tell you from which plant it is given, but there is a chance there are more in her dwelling. I will let you enter this one time, but treat her dwelling with respect, I ask you.
Thank you for your help.
Do not be so eager to thank me. The place you enter is ripe with dangers. As do all sacred places, it defends itself with the wild beasts that it fosters. This passage leads to a forest where the ancestors of the Tierna Hak Kadaktas makes her home.
And why should I fear the ancestor?
Have stories of the Nadaig been shared with you? In your language, you would call them guardians.
No, I've never heard of them.
Those who are Donegad draw their power from the island. They are bound to her. They become Sinol Menawi. The more they draw power from the earth, the more of themselves they give her. There are times the bond becomes so strong that they abandon themselves completely and become her guardians. They take the face of a Nadaig who, as long as the island gives them life, watch over her dominion. The Nadaig are big and powerful, and they despise intruders.
I must leave. This looks like a collection of skulls from various animals. I wonder what purpose they serve.
These skulls symbolize the animals. Through some rituals, we greet them. We thank them for feeding and dressing us, so that the next hunting season, they will once again give us the weak amongst their herds.
All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. All these crushed plants and these powders. She must have been preparing a potion. It might be the miraculous remedy. To be so close and yet to have no idea what to do with all this.
With more time, I could study all of these components and perhaps...
I doubt that Ongus will give us a chance to study this. We need to find the Tiernahak. All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. This bark is covered with little symbols. It looks like some sort of writing, though I've been led to believe the natives have no written language.
The Donegada use these symbols amongst themselves, and only they understand their meaning. It is a secret and sacred language. I cannot reveal to you what the bark contains without breaking my bond.
Can you at least tell me if they speak of a passage? A seed?
No. I would have told you.
All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. This plant looks familiar. I saw some not far from here. Unfortunately, it's lost its seeds.
I've already come across this flower. It is very rare, even for such an island as Teofredi.
I don't see any seeds here. The only clue we have is this plant. Let's try to find some other flowers. It might be their seed that opens the passage.